Hello, good morning. I know that I did a video last night saying that I would give you top 10 things to be successful selling on eBay. And after 20 years, I've decided to start giving some of my expertise, let's just say, or some of my information out to help others. It's been a really tough year. I've noticed that you really have to do the best you can possibly do on the buying side to help with the selling side. So my number one tip right now would be to look into your outlet shopping center stores. Um, some of the bigger box stores. Right now it's February 20th, 2018. We're after the whole, season of Christmas and Valentine's, and things are really going to start getting slow here. So a lot of the stores now are going to clearance on a lot of their things. You may have to go out now and start to search for the things that you want, find the right days to go. I'm not 55 yet, so I can't get a lot of the discounts I can when you are 55, but there's a lot of stores like Ross and TJ Maxx that you can actually get 10% discounts on your purchases on the days they want you on those days. What I would suggest right now, if it's possible, it would be to start finding these things that are on clearance, that that are going to do well in the next couple of months, and start putting those away and getting ready for the next season. I do think we are going to have a good season coming up. I think that with everything going on in the economy and the stock market, and I think if interest rates stay the way they are, there will be more people that will be buying more stuff this coming year. So I am really excited about the next year and getting ready for that. So I have been out, getting a little bit of here, a little bit there, not kind of overweighting too much, but trying to find those deals that are out there right now that some of these stores are trying to push out. They're getting ready for summer now, so a lot of their winter coats and jackets and some of these things that they no longer, want to take up in their aisles. They're putting them on clearance. So that is my number one right now. Is going to be the buy side, not the sell side. Right now, you want to do as much as you can to try to lower down your price of what you're paying, at the store. And as we go on here, I'll come, do number two and number three. But today it's just been about, what right now is going to be good to get on clearance in one of your stores that that you've been going to, and you see that all of a sudden they're putting a yellow ticket on it, a red ticket on it. You go back another week, it's going down a little bit lower. And don't get discouraged when you go back there and you find that it's not there. If it doesn't work, it's not happening. You can only do what you can do, because you really don't want to overpay right now. With the way shipping is starting, I noticed in the past couple of weeks that the post office has raised up their shipping. I was shipping just a pair of gloves that was weighing 5 ounces, and I was paying like I'd say 260, 265, something like that. I'm paying 289 now. So it's like gone up like 20 cents in the past couple of months. It doesn't seem like it's a lot, but when you do that 10, 20, 30 times, excuse me, um, it does start to add up. So, when you can buy something in the store that's at the right price, it's really going to show when you go to sell it. Especially now, I mean, I was doing a lot of buy it now, buy it now. Everything was buy it now. And now I went to, offer your best offer, which I'm not a big fan of, but it seems to work in some cases. In some cases, it doesn't work because they want to take take something that's worth $50 and they want to throw out a $25 for it. By the time you pay for your eBay fees and PayPal fees and shipping and how much you paid for the product and you write it all down, let's face it, as a eBay seller, you're like the sixth person in line on that one item to get some sort of profit out of that item. You have to pay for the item, you pay taxes on the item, you pay an eBay fee, you pay a PayPal fee, you pay a shipping fee, and now you're the sixth person in line to try to get something for that product that you have found, which you think you found it at a really good price. And let's say you paid $10 for, let's just say gloves, for instance, because that's what I just talked about was gloves. So here you pay $10 or $9.99 or whatever, and by the time you pay the taxes, now you're at $11. Your shipping is now up to about, the last time I checked, it was anywhere between $2.60 and $3 now for anything between 4 ounces and 7 ounces. So, add another $3, so now you're at $13, and then PayPal fees is another $1, $2, and then eBay fees is another $2, $3. So, before you know it, the pair of gloves now is up to $16. And you go to try to sell them for, $24.95, a best offer, and they want to come in at $15. It's just, I'm all for, somebody trying to give you an offer on, your item, as long as it's in a reasonable, standards. I really like to buy it now. I try to use it as much as possible, but in some cases, the offer works. If it's an item that you may have gotten at the thrift store and you paid $1 or $2 and you got it for $25 and you put best offer on it, that's great. That's, you can get $15, $16 for something you paid $1 or $2 for, that's fine. But some of your items are not good. I would say 90% of your items are not going to be that way. You have purchased them at a store, you have paid taxes on them, you had to drive there, you had to use your time to go in and find the item. There's a price for that, so that is something that, you really have to look into. I think that the more of the profit that you make is more on the buy side than it is on the sell side. The better you do on buying the product, then the price that you get for selling the product, you are going to do so much better. So you have to focus on the days you need to go get the item, looking really good for the clearance items, doing a lot of research on the item to find out if that might be a trending item, something that's really, doing really good at the time. If it's winter, if it's summer, if it's spring, if it's something that's, I did really good this year on things that I live in South Florida, so the stores here for some reason get a lot of winter stuff that's winter jackets, gloves, warming, for players outside that have to keep their hands warm, hand warmers, all these different items that we really don't use down here, but I sell a lot of them to North Dakota, Ohio, Tennessee, in the Midwest, where it's cold. So these items become very good for me and good for them because they, I'm sure, are sold out in their area because everybody needs them. And down here, we don't use them as much. So we have more of that product here. And I tend to try to get these items when they're at their lowest possible price. And I picked a day to go there when I could possibly try to get the 10%. That's not always that it works for me. Sometimes they will ask you for your ID to see if you are 55 or not. And sometimes I get away with it, sometimes I don't. In August, I won't have to worry about it. So, okay, we won't talk. Now you just give up my age. Oh, great. I guess now all you know, I'm 54 years old. But this is the number one thing that I think that it's going to help you get better profits on your items. It's, I think, the number one thing right now that is going to help you in the long run, because the fight, there shouldn't be a fight, but there is a fight between, the fees. The fees are just, it's out of control. I mean, I don't know what eBay is planning on doing in the future, but, they're continuing to try to knock out the little guy. And in order for us to continue to try to push for, our own little area that we can, prosper and grow in our area, this is the only way. The only way is to find things at low cost as possible. Now, I'm not somebody that likes to sell a lot of stuff that is not new. I would say 98% of my stuff has a tag on it. It's been bought at a store. I have a receipt. And that is another thing that's a number one thing too with this subject. You have to make sure you keep your receipts. Please, when you buy something, do not throw your receipt away. Keep the receipt. Reason being, for one, if you don't sell it, you could take it back. You get a store credit. With that store credit, you may be able to find something else in the store that may be hot now. You can get credit for it. Take that store credit and put it towards something that is hot right now. That's number one. Number two, down the road, if you're going to need the receipt to prove that you did buy the product, and somebody says how did you get all these products, and you don't have any proof of purchase, then that could be a problem too. But I think the number one thing with the receipt is that I will buy something, and sometimes I'll go and buy 5-10 things that I don't even know anything about. I just see them. I check my phone while I'm in the store. Yeah, that's pretty good. But I'll go and buy them, and I'll list them on my store. And just to see what kind of reaction I get from it, you just never know. It might be end up being the hottest thing you sell in your store. It may be nothing. So, for instance, I'll just show you. I bought a pair of gloves. Let me just show you. I bought a pair of these gloves. I won't tell you where I found them at, but these are the gloves I found. Now, if you can see that, sorry about that. Kong gloves. They're super grip gloves. They're beautiful, beautiful gloves. And I looked them up. It seemed like they were selling pretty good for around the $20, $22 range. I paid $6 for them. But I gave it a try. I came home. I've listed them. They've been on for over a month. And I haven't had any sales on them at all. So they must not be, some of your better type of work gloves. But I was figuring with up north being cold and people needing gloves that, that would be a pretty good gloves for the people up north. But it didn't work out. But I still have the receipt. And I was just in the store yesterday and noticed that there's some other things there now. And what I could do now is with the receipt, I could take these gloves back. I can get a credit for it, and I can go ahead and I can buy something that, something that's there now that I know that's going to sell. You always have to remember that that receipt with the product, you can get the actual credit back. Now, if you don't, let's say you don't have the receipt and you go to take just the product back with the label on it, the receipt, they're not going to give you the price of that product. They are going to give you what it is now. That could be $1, $2. And here you paid $6, $7 for that item without the receipt. They're going to give you $2 back for it. The receipt is everything. I keep a bag. Let me just see if I have something here really fast. Hold on one second. I keep a bag of receipts. A bag. All of them. Every receipt. Look at that. Every receipt. When I sell something, I take the label off and I keep the label. I cut the label off and I leave it, and there's the label. And I have it. I'm not going to show you what the price is, but there's the label. I keep all that together. I keep it all in one. I keep different ones for different, stores, and I keep it all organized. Right now I have 2 shirts. They've been on my store for 60 days, and I'm going to go ahead, take those 2 shirts back. I have the receipt. I'm going to be able to get my store credit for it, and now they have these shirts that I've been waiting for to go on clearance. And now, well, today's Tuesday. Monday's my day to go to get my discount. So now I'll have to wait until this Monday to go. And what I'll do is I'll take the 2 shirts back with the receipt, get my credit, and then I will go ahead and purchase the shirts. So here I'm using money that I've already, have bought probably, I think I bought those shirts like 4 months ago. I had them on for like 2 months or something like that, whatever it was. But, they've already been paid for. So here I'm taking good money and I'm going to turning something that didn't work out into good money. So that's why I think that this is the #1 thing right now. I'm not sure what I'm going to come up with number 2 through 5 right now, and then 5 through 10. I am looking into the shipping part of it. It's really starting to aggravate me. I don't know what's going on with the post office service. They just keep raising the rates, and even using with eBay and printing out all my labels with eBay, it's just been really, really tough. All I can tell you is with shipping is that try to find products that are under a pound. Anything over a pound, you're going to pay $6 and higher. It's really, really tough with the shipping right now. You have to be creative in how you ship. Mostly with all my stuff, I use envelopes, with Ziploc bags, and I try to keep as much professional way of shipping, and at the same time try to save money with the shipping. But I think that's going to be the number 2 for right now. I think I've put in enough time here, almost 21 minutes, talking about basically, the number one thing right now is the buy side and buying your products. And let me tell you another thing. What's good right now to do, as much as possible, the stores are empty. There's nobody out there really shopping right now, especially during the week, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Best time to go out and try to start, looking over some of your stores that you've been in before the holidays. There's a lot of clearance out there. There's a lot of, should be a lot more product coming in too, from some of these other stores that are now liquidating into some of the smaller box stores. So that's my tip right now. My tip would be to start getting out there, start looking around, see what's happening. So we're going to be going into spring and summer, so that would be the other thing right now is to start searching around, start finding some. And if you have a lot of winter stuff that has been sitting on the store a little bit too long, might be time to start liquidating some of that. We're almost over with the winter, probably got about another month up north. So all your winter coats, jackets, gloves, anything to do with winter stuff, that might be something that you may want to start letting go and taking some of that money and getting out there and trying to find some new stuff for the summer. All right, well, that's my number 1, and tomorrow I'll be doing number 2. And I hope everybody's enjoying this, and hit that like button. I need subscribers in order for me to keep going on here and helping you guys out. I'm going to need subscribers. I'm going to need like buttons. I'm going to need it all. And I hope everybody has a great day, and get out there and hit them hard. All right, take care. Bye.